are taught that in schools now as well. That you do get the sort of basic physical nutrition. Oh right. Mm, sure. It's yeah. I think the problem is though, if you want to, you've got to want to cook for yourself, haven't you? And there's a lot of things that get in the way. One is the lack of knowledge, but if you want to, you don't need government advice. You just go on Google. That's what I do. And there's just thousands of recipes and instructions and videos for just anything in the world that you have to make. The internet is there for you now. I know so many on how to cook. Mm, right. Why are they only subsidised? I mean, you can get cheap ingredients and make them yourself. It's just people don't really bother because they can sell pizza there instead and just go for that or ready-made. Mm, yeah, yeah. But you can't stop people selling stuff that people want to eat in the end. Yeah, so what's the point in interfering in a way? Because if you've decided that's what you want to eat, that's what you're going to eat, isn't it? And no amount of government intervention. I mean, I do think they should try. I'm not sure, as I'm agreeing with you, really. I'm not sure banning TV ads and the like is going to make that much of a difference, really. And I do wonder whether is there genuinely, let me ask this, and thank you very much, Kate, by the way, is there genuinely a lack of education, a lack of knowledge about what is the right thing to eat, what isn't, how to cook the basics? Are we really lacking in that information? My feeling is that most people know, but they don't really care. And they can't really resist. Well, they haven't got time as well. 0345 Jennifer in Hampstead. Hello, Jennifer. Hello.
Paranoid, it is the safest place to go swimming. And I loved it. And I feel great. Mentally, I feel fantastic. My body is live and kicking. And, I wouldn't hesitate going swimming. I'm actually booked in for tomorrow as well. So I booked in every day this week because I miss it so much. I've
Yeah.
never appreciated the gym that much than I do right now. I love it. I would live in there if I could.
Is there a bit of you that is a bit worried though? Because it
No,
is,
no.
swimming pool, it's a hot, steamy, it's not ventilated really, is it? And
Well, no, because
you're
my
basically having a
gym,
giant bath with a lot of other people.
no, the thing is, my gym, it's a better gym, and they have wide lanes, and there's only 2 people in that lane, but the lane is big enough for 4 people. So, and not only that, there's so much space, and they time you every time you go in, so they give you like an hour and kick you out. So
Mm,
everyone has time to use the swimming pool, but it's absolutely, I didn't feel scared at all. Even if I was scared, I would not feel scared at that gym because the swimming pool was just well managed. they've got like a security kind of system going on, and all these songs on the floor. You don't even bump into anyone. It's really weird. But I got a whole swim out of it, and I didn't feel threatened. No one was close to me. Even the staff, when they talk to you, they're like 3 meters away from you. And they're all wearing masks, and they're cleaning the floor constantly, because obviously there's hardly any people there, so they're just cleaning. You see them all cleaning with their mops and sprays and wiping handles. So yeah, I feel safe at my gym, and I think it's fantastic that it's open. Mentally I feel so great. I can't even tell you. I feel so relieved. My dog being so kissed me, and then I can't wait to go back tomorrow. It's just a shame I can only have an hour.
Well, an hour, that's pretty good. Jennifer, thank you very much for that. 0345 6060 973. We're talking about the reopening of gyms and swimming pools, the value of exercise, and the government push anti-obesity and pro-health and fitness. 0345 6060 973. Is this another Jennifer in Dundee? Hello.
Hi there, Clyde. Hi.
Hi.
Yes, hi. I was just almost replying to your last caller when she was talking about, going back to the gyms. I spoke to you last week about mental health and about how, exercise and food. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to come back again.
Yeah.
Because when I was listening to the last caller, and she was saying her endorphins kicked in and it's great feeling and going to the gym. And it's, when you go outside, you can get that anyway. I'm so lucky I live by the beach. So I can go
Yes,
out
well,
and
you're very lucky, yes.
enjoy
Most
that.
people can't go swimming unless there's a pool around.
No, but you can have that endorphin. I understand you can't go swimming, but you can have that endorphin in a different way. And my gym, I've got a gym up the road from me that I'm a member of, and this is another reason why I phoned. So my membership, the gyms are open in Scotland yet, and the big debate for me in my head is, will I go back? Will I major my membership? Because of what I feel like that experience of having that. And I've got weights and things at home, but I love my gym. I need that gym, and it's for the gym for a lot of people. It's a social thing. So when people are going and you've got the distancing and the thing, but I don't think people think it's a gym and you go and the treadmills are apart. My gym is so social that I don't think when that comes in, that I don't think people are going to be aware of that social aspect. And the children, there's all the closing things. So I think I was listening at the beginning of the show to your chap who phoned, who was a manager of the gym down in England for the gym's opening, and he was, it was a great success and things. And I just think there are two people, he said, about going to the gym and the people that were queuing up. And I think there are people who go to that gym because of the mental aspect and the social and doing the fitness, but then there's also the people who really need to maybe get that weight regime and that training that they perhaps wouldn't really get.
Do they really need to, though? Or they could just go for a jog round the block, couldn't they?
But it's not. See, for me personally, this is something that I've really toyed with over this lockdown. Will I go back? Because I do a lot of different.
And have you decided? Are you going to go back or not?
I honestly don't know, because tomorrow I'm away to climb a Monroe, so I'm away to do that. I work out, I do running. I run along the beach, and I have my own weight. And the reason I think I go back to that gym would be for the social aspect.
Yes. Well, if you're only talking about it for the social aspect, Jennifer, I would have thought you're not going to get much of a social aspect when everyone's 2 meters away, and you're probably better off hanging on a bit. It sounds like you're well kitted out anyway with all the weights and everything. Jennifer, thank you very much indeed for that. Got to stop you there. We've got the news coming up, and then more calls on this. We're talking about the government's focus on fitness and health, and the upcoming anti-obesity drive. 0345 6060 973 is the number. This is LBC 630. Let's get the news headlines with Tim Humphrey.
Indoor gyms, swimming pools and sports facilities have started to reopen in England after 4 months of lockdown. The sector is warning it will still struggle because of the financial impact of the pandemic. Nightclubs and other evening venues have been ordered to close in Spain's Catalonia region after an increase in COVID cases among young people. They will shut tonight for the next 2 weeks vessel this afternoon. And the weather further heavy downpours in southern England and Wales tonight, dry up further north with a low of 9. This is LBC. This is for everyone looking forward to just driving. To the coast or the country, with bikes on the roof or a picnic basket in the boot. Happy knowing that your first 3 months in your new Audi are already paid for. Because when you finance an Audi now at 5.5% APR representative, we'll cover your first 3 monthly payments. Available now across
education, we were first of all talking about, telling us, reminding us about calories, how much we should be eating, what to look for, basic education. Do you think we really are lacking in that way then? Do you think people really don't know what's good for them?
I think they probably do, but I think knowing what's good for us and putting it into action can be two different things. And I know, as I mentioned, you know, I'm a nutritionist. I should know my energy levels for food. But when I've done, I mean, this example taken to, I don't know, the coffee shop, it could be a garage, it could be a supermarket. I think it's very easy to not understand accurately what there is in food, and to understand that sometimes if we just change our portion size, that can make a big difference because it's become normal to overconsume. So making it normal to consume what we actually need is probably the recalibration that would be most important in our society generally, I think.
Isn't there a problem as well with this concept of junk food, and there's talk about TV ads for junk food being banned, not being allowed to target children and so on? But ultimately, I mean, what is junk food? You can look at a salad with mayonnaise on it, or an organic crunchy bar, and think, well, that's got just as many unhealthy calories as a pizza.
I think you know, you've got to start somewhere. So looking at sweet cakes and biscuits and the foods that do deliver a high number of calories, a high amount of energy in a small amount of food. I mean, they've got to start somewhere. And I think, you know, when we're captive audiences and we're watching television, if we see adverts with a food like that on it, the chances are we're going to think, oh, you know, actually, yeah, I could do a biscuit now. And maybe we would have thought of that if that advert hadn't come up. So they're just really, they're quite small things, but they may make a difference over time. And I know when I was working with a lady who was, she was really, she lost a huge amount of weight over a long period of time, but all she did was start doing some exercise in the advert when she was watching food. So instead of going to the kitchen and eating, she was doing some exercise. And it was extraordinary that one small change to her life. Admittedly, it was a long period of time, but it made a difference. And I think it's these kind of small lifestyle type changes that if we can do them on a cumulative basis and make those sort of things become normal, so perhaps eating slightly less food when we sit down for our meals, perhaps swapping out some of those obviously high energy foods in coffee shops for less high energy foods. They're really small things, but if they're done over a long period of time, just as weight creeps up very slowly on us often, you know, perhaps we can just get it off more slowly long term, and I think that would be really helpful.
And what would you say to the people who hear this and think, well, actually, it's got nothing to do with the government. It's none of their business. I mean, even Boris Johnson is on record as saying that sort of thing. He doesn't like intervening in these matters.
Yeah. Well,
So what's it got to do with the state? Why should we interfere?
Well, I think he's a classic example, a great example, a classic example, however you want to phrase it, as someone who has had that seminal moment that I was referring to earlier, where he has had a situation where he's been in a really dire state of health in terms of his, you know, he contracted COVID-19, and you know that he didn't do as well, you know, as his colleagues in government who were carrying less weight.
Amanda, thank you very much indeed. That's Amanda Ursel there from The Sun, nutrition writer and trained nutritionist. 0345 6060 973 for your view on going back to the gym and the government getting us fit again. Angela in Walthamstow. Hello, Angela.
Hello, Clive.
Hi.
I went back to the gym as a Keep Fit instructor, and I must admit, at first, prior to going back, I was really apprehensive, and the company that I work for did COVID training for us. And just from the training and seeing how they'd actually mapped everything they were doing down to what the government's guidelines were, it felt really good. And I think that going back to the gym, yeah, people will be apprehensive, but as long as they follow the basic rules that are set out, then it shouldn't be a problem. And to be quite honest with you, I felt more at risk being in a supermarket because, you know, for the supermarket you'd be queuing outside, keeping the social distancing. But once you got into the supermarket, it felt like an audition for Supermarket Sweep because people were darting all around you, and that was even...
Well, that is true, although you do have to wear a mask now, which is
prior to wearing the mask, though.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt that there was more risk there, and far more touch points. And also when you go on public transport, I mean, at least I felt with the visible evidence of people cleaning when you're on the actual bus or train. So when people talk about people going to a gym...
On the other side of it, though, in a gym, you are kind of breathing out a lot, aren't you? And
yes, but
it's going to go further.
Keep fit classes, they would be taught in a studio. We were moved to a sports hall. There was effective spacing.
Right.
Nobody was on top of each other. There was the guidelines of where you walked if you needed to pick up a mat, the wiping of the mat before you used it, after you used it, the ventilation. It was all done. It didn't feel any different to exercising outside.
So what were you? Is this what you were doing this morning? You said you went to the gym this morning. So you were very well spaced out, and you are an instructor though. So were you there all day? Or?
No, just for the first hour. I only did an hour there, and it was well attended, and a lot of people were pointing to their bellies and other parts, saying that they were ready to come back because being locked down had taken its toll on all of us.
I think so.
And you're talking about eating healthy. I mean, I think in the main, some people do eat healthy. I think one of our basic problems is our snacking. We're very good at finding little nibbles to eat in between or after meals in terms of
I think that's true.
that adds on the calories as well.
I should be a member of Crisps Anonymous because I can't resist them. I won't buy them now because otherwise I just eat crisps all the time, and they're terrible. And I think that's a very British thing, because if you go to Spain, for example, or France, they have a few packets of crisps. You go to a British supermarket and there's a whole aisle of different crisps and snacks. So I do think you're right, Angela, we have got a problem with that. And it is a bit of a British thing, and lockdown has made it worse because a lot of people sitting watching the TV and snacking. 0345 6060 973. More calls coming in just a moment, and we'll have some more information on the change in rules travelling to and from Spain. LBC 647.
The voices of LBC at the weekend. Majid Nawaz.
Jackie, are you Asian? South Asian, I should say, because that's why.
No, I'm not.
But the pretty Patel is that I am. You're accusing a South Asian Home Secretary and a South Asian radio broadcaster of picking on South Asians when you're not South Asian yourself. Are you not picking on two South Asians who are trying to clean up our culture?
Majid Nawaz. Tomorrow afternoon from 12 on LBC.
Hello? Hello? Are you there? I can't hear you. Are you on mute? Oh, is that... I can't... I don't know if it's frozen. Ah, that's better. I'll give up.
Struggling to stay connected? At Specsavers, we can help you hear the people who matter to you. Hearing tests are now available in store, where your safety comes first. To book your free appointment, search Specsavers Hearing or call your local store.
Hello?
Sustainably sourced Arabica beans, freshly ground to order, and organic milk, all for just 99p. Because quality coffee shouldn't cost a fortune. A freshly ground McCafe white coffee, now just 99p. Unbelievable. Price and participation may vary, delivery orders not included. Discount follows government VAT reduction.
Now, every business needs extra help to operate safely. That means new signs, new social distancing solutions, and new protection screens. For expert help, talk to Blaze Signs. With major supermarket chains and banks already working with us, we can help your business too. With a huge resource of clear material and freestanding hand sanitizer stations, we provide fast, effective solutions for businesses large and small, including bars and restaurants. Visit blazesigns.co.uk.
Some things go together perfectly. Strawberries and cream, yes please. Ham and pineapple, jury's out. Pancakes and ketchup, no way. How about tradespeople you can trust? Now there's a perfect combination.